Hi, my name is Xavier Kataquapit. I'm an Indigenous writer and columnist originally from Attawapiskat First Nation, a remote community on the James Bay coast in northern Ontario. Moche, sabi Kataquapit na sinagasan, tapos ito Toscanes. Since 1998, I've been writing a regular column titled Under the Northern Sky, as well as news articles about Indigenous issues, life, culture, traditions, communities, and politics. My writing has appeared throughout Canada in print and in radio. I'm happy to provide you this YouTube channel so that I can read you some of my work on a regular basis. I'll be adding to the channel as I develop it, and please feel free to like, subscribe, and share this video. This story is called The Winter Road. This is a story that takes place in 1993 when I was 17 years old. It is a freezing minus 30 degrees outside, but thankfully a lot warmer here inside the cab of my dad's Ford tractor. The cab's heater, which is on its highest setting, just barely keeps me warm while the cold air continually seeps through the cracks in this metal and glass box. I have been at the wheel now for about 3 hours and riding along at a risky 30 kilometers an hour over the rough and tumbling set of tracks that lie before me. These tracks unfold before me under my floodlights, and it is a challenge to keep focus on my journey as I am tossed about by the twists and turns along my snowy way. My eyes are growing heavy, and it is becoming difficult to hold on to the steering wheel. I've been riding this night through the Muskeg Flats for hours, and now the way takes a familiar turn through a heavily wooded area, and it banks to the right as I approach the Gilbertschau River. Moosonee is hours behind me, and Attawapiskat, the next settlement, and my home on the shores of the Great James Bay is hours before me. This is a good spot to stop high on the bank of the river. It is time to refuel and take a break from the monotony of driving the tractor with caboose and loaded trailer in tow. As I climb out of the cab and into the darkness, I hear the slam of the caboose door, and my cousin Benji, who is the same age as me, leaps out into the night. This is familiar work, and we go about the job of refueling the tractor almost mechanically. We move about as our task slowly like big bears in our heavy, multi-layered winter clothes, and after refueling, I join Benji at the back of the caboose, and we sip hot tea under a diamond star-studded nighttime sky. That seems so close it is easy to imagine that I am hurtling through space on Mother Earth. Benji is my companion on this trip. With every one of these journeys, it is a must to have company, as the risks are great in such a remote and frozen place. Benji is accustomed to the ride in the caboose, which features a stove, bunk beds, and food. At this point, it is time for him to take over the driver's seat, and I am more than happy to sit back in the caboose for the hours to come. This is one of my fond memories of my many trips on the winter road between Attawapiskat and Moosonee. For a short time, usually January, February, and March, my remote home, Attawapiskat, becomes linked to the rest of the world through the winter road. Attawapiskat is the most northern part of this seasonal road, which winds through the Muskeg and wilderness to the south, first to Saskatchewan, then Fort Albany, and finally after a long stretch to Moosonee. This is the only time of the year people can actually get into their trucks or tractors and head out of town to another community. The road starts with the packing of snow by area snowmobilers, and once it is hard packed and the river ice is thick enough to cross, the big diesel tractors come out to maintain the frozen route until the spring thaw. This is an opportune time of the year to transport building supplies and large products into the northern communities. Caravans of tractor trailers fixed with skis pulled by great tractors through the frozen Northland. This is also a chance for people to visit the other communities along the James Bay coast, to stock up on produce, shop and visit with friends, or attend bingos or hockey tournaments. The winter road is very special to we Cree and Attawapiskat. For many, it is the only road they will ever drive on in their lives. For some reason, I think I will see the development of a permanent road in a not-so-distant future, and the winter road will become a thing of the past. Well, I hope you enjoy this story, and I'll have lots more coming your way. Tumigay sa video dot naman on the batch mo. Nakamata. Matcha.